Hello, it's Jay here and welcome to another tutorial. We're continuing on with the enemy AI, and in this lesson we're going to get the code in place that's going to handle the gravity for the enemy. So first things first, let's come right to the top here and we're going to create two new variables. Now the first one is going to be of type public and of float, and we'll just call this underscore gravity, and we're going to make this equal to 20f for now, and we'll close the line off. And we made this public because you may want to change this value in the inspector once the project's completed, but we'll keep it at value for 20 for now, and we'll put it into the comments. So we'll say defines strength of our gravity, and the next one is going to be of type private, and it again of type float, and this time we're going to call it underscore vertical speed, and we're going to make that equal to 0f, and we'll close the line off, and again into the comments. So we'll say defines our vertical speed, and then we'll come right down here, and I'm actually going to put my gravity functions here. You can put them wherever you'd like in the script. I'm going to put mine here, and the first one we're going to create is private, and it's going to be of type bool, and we'll call this enemy is on the ground. We'll open and close brackets, open, and we'll close. Now again, I suggest you read up about bool statements, but basically we use these if we want a yes or no or true or false sort of statement. So in this case we want to know if the enemy is on the ground. So again, we want just a true or false. There can be no in between, and that's why we use bool rather than void. And we're going to come inside here, and what we want to return, and we'll open brackets twice, is we want to see if the enemy controller dot and its collision flags, and we'll say and collision flags, and we want just the singular collision flags dot collided below, and we'll close brackets, and the collision flag is a bit mask returned by the character controller, so it will detect if this controller, remember in our previous lessons the enemy controller equals the character controller if it has collided with something, and the collision flag we want to know is if it's collided below here. And what we'll say is if we'll do the exclamation mark equals 0, and what we'll do then is close brackets and we'll close the line off. So we're seeing if the enemy character controller, the collision flag for it, and the collision flag collided below does not, that's what the exclamation mark means, equal 0. If it returns a value, then the enemy is on the ground. So we'll put that into the comments here, and we'll say return collision flag from the character controller, and does the collided below equal a value. And then we'll come above this and we'll actually create the gravity function now, and it can be of type private, it can be of type void, and we'll just call this apply gravity. We'll open and close brackets, we'll open and close again, and we'll come inside the function. So we'll say if open brackets, and we want enemy is on the ground, we'll open and close the brackets, we'll return and close the line off. So again, let's get this part into the comments. So we'll say if enemy is on the ground, then we don't need to do anything. So we'll put that into the comments. We'll say do nothing and return, and we'll come to the next line, and then we'll use else, and we'll enter again. So if the enemy is not on the ground, then we want our vertical speed, and we're going to use minus equals, and what it's going to equal is the underscore gravity, and then we'll say times time dot delta time, and we'll close line off, and we'll put this into the comments, and we'll say else make the vertical speed equal to gravity value, and we'll just save that off there. And now all we need to do is, when we come to finish in these blocks and filling them out, when we need to apply gravity, we can just call this function. But like I said, we'll do that when we come to fill out these blocks, and you'll see why when we get round to it. So we're going to leave it there for this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you next time, and until then, bye for now.